Yo, what's going on, guys? Hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome back yet again. Why the hell does that say it's overloaded? Anyway, big up to everyone who's tuning in. Hope you guys are all doing well. What's today? I think it's Wednesday, isn't it? It's Wednesday, ain't it? Yeah. It's Wednesday. Big up everyone. Halfway through the week. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you guys are all living life. Hopefully everyone's going through no rough times. And if you are going through some rough times, bless up to everyone. Hope you guys are all doing well. Different kind of video today, but actually, it's been a while. We haven't done transfer. I haven't done a transfer video in a while. But obviously, January transfer window is open. Obviously, this window is a time where there's not a lot of news, but there is some news. There is some news. There is some big news. It kind of got it's kind of been talked about the last couple of days, but today we got the full it's done now. Word to Fabrizio. Here we go. But Ethan Nwaneri, my guy, what's it called? Man, like Ethan, the star of last season. The what's it called? Our crowning priceless gem going on loan all the way to Vavavoom Giffonce. He's going all the way on loan to Marseille. And I'll be real, I think this is going to be a very good move for him. But let's get this up real quick, and then we can like dive deeper into it. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's better. That's better. All right, so Fabrizio's put the tweet. Obviously, Fabrizio put the tweet out today. Ethan Nwaneri to Olympique Marseille. Here we go. Deal in place on loan for the second half of the season, all the way up until June. Marseille will cover his salary fully, and a little bit of a loan fee. It says around 4 million euros based on the amount of appearances. De Zerbi spoke with Arteta about plans for Nwaneri, suggested Marseille as the best option, and probably the most important deal, probably the most important thing about this loan, no buyback clause, and he'll be straight back in June. So obviously, like we said, 1 year is going to go on loan to Marseille, and I'll be real in terms of like everything where you look at club he's going to, manager he's going to be playing under, mainly that one for me. The manager is going to be playing under. I feel like De Zerbi would be. I feel like De Zerbi would be a really good fit for Ethan. I'm not even gonna lie because we seen what De Zerbi did in the Premier League when he was with Brighton, and we seen the caliber of football they were playing, and someone of Ethan's ability, someone of Ethan's talent, working under an attacking manager like De Zerbi, I feel like that's perfect for him. It's not like he's going to who's someone you consider like a naturally negative manager. I'm obviously I'm not gonna say Arteta because we already know that what's it called, we already know Arteta is a bit more hindrance. Let's say someone like an Emery, for example. Like Emery's not the kind of guy like you give him pure attacking players and he's gonna have them balling out completely. With De Zerbi, we've seen that. We've seen that when he was at Brighton. We've seen the football they were playing, and at Marseille, we've seen what's it called. We've seen as much as he may not be liked, but man like Greenwood, the guy's balling over there. You put Ethan over there as well. Now you got two good English talents, and with someone of De Zerbi's play style, I feel like Ethan over there, I feel like it will do him a lot of good. Obviously, Aubameyang's over there as well, so you get that. I don't even know if Ethan and I don't even think Aubameyang and Ethan were even training together at that time because of the age gap. But obviously, they'll still have that Arsenal connection. They'll still be able to talk about it. I'm sure Abba will be kind of the guy that will like grab him under the wing and be like, "Yo, what's it called? Obviously, what's it called? You're currently Arsenal player. I was at Arsenal. We can what's it called? Like that relationship is kind of there." And yeah, man, I feel like that loan. I feel like the loan's gonna be really good for him. I feel like someone of his age, because hold on, let's see, because I'm pretty sure Ethan, he's a young you, bro. How old is he? Ethan, he's just turned 18. He'll be 19 when he comes back. So he's still in that little development stage of like that development youngster part of his career. We seen what he could do last year because let's be real, anyone that was watching Arsenal and when Ethan was playing, especially on a consistent basis, it was very clear to see that they were at points. They were definitely at points at times where this guy was looking like our best forward going player. Like that period where there was no Havertz, no Saka, none of that. Obviously, a lot of the players last season were having stinker seasons. Ethan was looking like I'm telling you, the literal singular light bulb, the only light bulb in a room of darkness. I'm telling you, that's what he was looking like with Ethan last year. Obviously, this season it's not clicked as much for him. Not had as many minutes as we would have liked. Not probably as many minutes as he would have liked. And Arteta has spoken about this. He said, "Oh yeah, Ethan. Like he's still spoken high praise about him. He's like still great talent. Da 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 da." It's kind of been the same thing with Miles as well. Obviously, he played yesterday against Inter Milan, but he's gotten more minutes than Ethan has, if you will. Obviously, I think with the whole left back situation, and there have been a lot more times where we haven't had left back's fit. Obviously, Miles is gonna play more times than Ethan would compared to especially when you look at the summer when us buying Eze last season. The only real 10 we had was Odegaard, and when he and what's called even when Odegaard's been out this time, Eze was plugged into them points really in the season. Unlike now where excuse me, unlike them times now where it was Odegaard's out, or was it what's called Odegaard's now? Obviously now Odegaard's come back from injury, and we already know how Arteta is with his favorites. Yeah, we know if players are like if you're one of Arteta's boys and you're stinking it out, he's gonna give you that benefit of the doubt. He's gonna let you keep going. Arteta's not really the kind of manager that will just if you're playing like dog, you're getting dropped straight away. We've already known that, and yeah. So with the minutes, he's not getting as much minutes as he like. I feel like he'll definitely get a lot more minutes at Marseille. We are gonna be well, I'm not gonna be doing Marseille watch alongs, but we'll definitely tune into a couple. I'll definitely be tuning into a couple of them games that Ethan plays. Hopefully we get to see that hopefully we get to see the bright spark come in, because we know Ethan as a talent, the guy is supreme. And hold on, where's this next one? I also want to get this up as well. It's here it is. And then obviously Ethan, he arrived in Marseille today as planned, and this is one of the things he said. He said William Saliba told me Marseille, one of the best clubs in the world, and Roberto De Zerbi, also one of the best coaches in the world. And I don't feel like when he says that, he's not talking about De Zerbi, one of the best coaches in terms of like, yeah, he's one of the best coaches. He plays some of the best football in the world. He's one of the best in the terms of winning trophies. I think he's mainly just when he says one of the best coaches in the world, I think he's talking about like the literal term coach in terms of like what he can teach him, what he can learn from being at Marseille for these 6 months. I feel like he's definitely gonna pick up on some things that will definitely be useful when he comes back. And obviously, like the first tweet said, no buyback clause, none of that. And obviously, last time we sent a guy to Marseille, bro, I remember when we sent Saliba on loan to Marseille, because those were the trenches times in lockdown when Gabriel was still the Bozo gene. Like Gabriel was still known as the Bozo. Mustafi, I'm pretty sure, was still at the club, and we were like, why is this guy going on loan to Marseille when we have these absolute duds at the back? But this one is like a completely different. It's like completely different, yeah. Because we know this is a like pure development for Ethan. It's not like it's not like the Saliba situation where you're getting sent on loan when you clearly should be starting for the team, or at least be like given a chance. And you could probably say he should be given a chance, but like the team where the team is now compared to where the team was then, it's like it's chalk and cheese, bro, if we're being real. But yeah, I think this loan's gonna be very good for Ethan. Marseille will hopefully it will treat him well. He'll get a lot more first team football, because even if we're being honest, looking back at last season when I said he was looking like one of our not even looking like, probably was our best forward going player. What was I going to say? As much as he was our best going forward player, like he wasn't probably expecting the minutes that he got last season, if we're being truly honest. Like maybe the odd substitute appearance and all that, but the guy was starting games like on a consistent basis at certain times, bro. Here at Marseille, I feel like he's definitely going to get that, and like it's going to be different because he'll be in a different mindset, because he'll be like ready to start games. He knows that he's going to Marseille to play. At Arsenal, I'm pretty sure when he was in those matchday squads, he wasn't expecting to start games, come off the bench as often as he did, especially last season. This season, I think he's only had two. He hasn't had many. I think there's only two real starts I can remember were Club Brugge in the Champions League, and that League Cup game against Brighton, and that other League Cup game against who do we play before Brighton? Not Port. Was it Port Vale? I think it might have been Port Vale. It was Port Vale last season. I think it was Port Vale. So yeah, you even count that. That's 3 starts he had all year. And when you look at the season he had, when you look at how he broke into the team last year, you would expecting him to be getting more, mainly Premier League minutes. That's probably the biggest thing for me and most other fans. The amount of Premier League minutes he was getting this year, nowhere near enough. But Marseille loan, I think it's be very well for Ethan. Hopefully he'll come back a lot more mature in that sense, and he can hopefully he'll break into the team a lot more, and he'll be getting more minutes next season. But big up to everyone who tuned in. Just a little update on it. Ethan's going to Marseille. It's actually crazy, bro. This whole January transfer window, they were talking about Mainu going on loan. They were talking about Mainu going on loan for Man United, but now that Amram's been sacked, now he's staying, and Ethan's the one who's going to be gone. It's ridiculous. But big up to everyone who tuned in. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'm out. Peace.